Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you following me here on the channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Whenever you're seeing this, if you're watching it right now or if you're seeing the replay, welcome. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Wisdom. My name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about all matter of philosophical topics. I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, crystals and magical properties, and all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. If you're new to the channel, don't, as always, subscribe, join this amazing community, and this is a safe place if you're practicing witch, Wiccan, pagan, or whatever spiritual path you may be on, because there's no right or wrong spiritual path, just the path which is right for you, the individual. Now, today I'm going to be talking about how your worth is not tied to anyone. Now, the spelling, I believe I messed that up. And on my YouTube channel on the Philosopher's Playlist, I've also got a video there where I'm talking about how your worth is not tied to anything outside of you. Now, a lot of us, we're worthy just the way we are. We're amazing, wonderful individuals just the way we are. But we might tie our worth to things outside of us. We might feel what we need certain things to be worthy, or we need certain things to call ourselves worthy. Some of us, as a child, we were told perhaps what our worth depended on what we done. So we feel this need to make everyone else happy or to do things for others. Um, and if we just sit and relax and do our own thing, we may feel unworthy. But just even if you just sit and enjoy your own company, read your favourite book, have a relaxing day, you're still worthy. Sometimes we can tie our worth to our career. We might think because we've got a successful career, well, that makes us worthy. Or we've got a certain amount of money, that makes us worthy. Or because we're in a relationship with someone, we're worthy. And then if that relationship breaks down and turns sour, which sometimes can happen, it's not nice, but that can happen. It makes us feel as if we're not worthy, we're not good enough, but we are. You know, you don't need to be in a relationship to be worthy. You don't need a certain amount of money to be worthy. Now, yes, the question then comes, if we are worthy just the way we are, what are we worthy of? And the answer to that question is you're worthy of respect, you're worthy of kindness, you're worthy of good health, you're worthy of experiencing happiness, enjoying your life. And what makes us worthy is not anything outside of us. We're spiritual beings, having a human experience. And whatever the creator is to you, rather that's individual gods or or one god, or however you see the higher power created all life, all things. We are made of that higher power. And then essentially we as human beings are made out of stardust, you know. And then if you look at astrology, you've got your sun sign, but all the planets are in your birth chart, all the planets in your birth chart, all the signs are in your birth chart. So we're connected to everything, and everything in this universe is one and interconnected. Everything in this universe is one and interconnected. Everything. So we're connected to all what is, and that connection makes us worthy. We're created from the higher power, and the higher power created all life, and we are worthy because of that, because we're spiritual beings created from source and connected to all what is. So we're worthy of wealth, abundance, joy, but we don't need these things. And a lot of us, we feel we need to accomplish certain things to feel good enough, to feel confident, to feel successful. We are to feel worthy. We feel we need a certain amount of a job. We feel we need money. We feel that. This is what we feel. We feel we need to be in a relationship to call ourselves worthy. You know, a lot of us, because of societal condition, because of society, we may have thoughts in our mind but are living rent free. Thoughts that we didn't have originally, but because of traumatic and horrible experiences or because of trauma, we may feel what we need X, Y, and Z to be worthy, or we need certain things to be able to call ourselves worthy, but we don't. And actually, my message here, well, you don't need to be in a relationship to be worthy. You don't need a successful career to be worthy. You don't need money, a certain amount of money to be worthy. You are an amazing and wonderful person just the way you are, because the higher power, spirit, who created all life, the higher power, the universe, is amazing just the way it is. It's amazing just the way it is, and we're created from the universe. And in a way, we essentially are the universe, because everything that exists in the universe was created from the higher power, and all that energy, because everything in the universe is energy, we're created from that divine spark, from that divine energy, and it lives within us. And our divine spark is our hidden potential. We've all got strengths, we've all got talents, gifts. When you learn to love yourself, you step into that. You step into your true power, you step into your sovereignty, and you step into your light as well. And that's really my message here, where you don't need certain things, that you don't need anything outside of you to be able to call yourself worthy. But a lot of us, if because I was not always a confident person, I was not always confident. I didn't always believe in myself. And though I was a very curious child, teenager, went through many different phases, um, it took me a long time to find the right spiritual path for me. And when you find the right path, you love the path you're on, it'll bring you joy, but it also feels like coming home. And like being the collective pagan witch, those labels represent my practice, they describe my practice and also who I am as an individual. Those labels represent me, and my practice when I do it feels like coming home. When I do spell work ritual, or my beliefs, my practice, it feels like coming home, and it feels right in my heart and soul. And that's how you know you're on the right path. It feels like coming home, but you don't need anything outside of you to be able to call yourself worthy. Also, we might tie our sense of worth to knowledge. And of course, learning is beautiful, it's amazing, because if you've got knowledge or intelligence, that knowledge can be transformed into wisdom. And there's a big difference between being smart. To be smart means you know something, or you have the knowledge about something. Wisdom is you understand that knowledge, and then you know when best to apply that knowledge in real life situations, or when best to put something into practice. For example, if you're intelligent, you know when it's important to brush your teeth for good oral hygiene. Wisdom is understanding why it's important and then putting that into practice on a daily basis. So again, or even wisdom is like knowing, intelligence is knowing what a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing but it's not a good idea to add a tomato to a fruit salad. It's not wise or practical to do that as well. It's not a wise idea to do that. So that is wisdom as well. And nothing outside of you makes you worthy. Nothing. You're just amazing and wonderful the way you are. And self love teaches you that, where you've got certain strengths. No one thinks like you, and there'll never be another person that thinks like you. No one feels the way you do, and no one sees things you do. And the way you think, the way you see things, your how you think about the world, all of that makes you worthy. Your everything inside of you makes you worthy. Nothing outside of you, the way you think, the way you see things, the way you feel, all of that. And also because you're connected to all that exists, and you're created from the universe. That energy makes you worthy, makes you good enough. Nothing outside of you. Also, your ability to love others and to show compassion, empathy for others, that makes you worthy. But nothing outside of you makes you worthy. And that's really my message here, because a lot of us, especially when we want to be successful, confident, or we're on this path, this journey of self love, we might feel we need to achieve certain things, or we need certain things outside of us to be able to call us worthy, and we really don't. And that's my message here. Um, as always, I hope it brings you some guidance, some comfort, helps you in your everyday life and your spiritual path as well. And I hope this message resonates with you, because it's really for everyone, because a lot of us can fall into that trap. We want to feel worthy, we want to feel good enough, but we don't realize we're worthy and good enough just the way we are. We don't need to achieve certain things to be able to say, to be able to call ourselves worthy, or to say that we're good enough as well. And as always, that's my message here. As always, I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some guidance, comfort. Till next time, look after yourself, stay safe, know that the universe is always conspiring for your highest good, and walk your spiritual path with pride. And if you're practicing much me, Stay wet you may meet, may part meet again, blessed be.